Hey guys, Joe Wanna coming in here with another battle replay for Rome 2. We have a 4v3 siege, which could be quite interesting for the defenders. We're going to have to see what they're going to be able to do here as far as defending this settlement. The four attacking armies we have are Kush, Suebi, Pontus, and Athens. The three defending factions we have Lusitani, Seleucids, and Tylus. So that should be pretty interesting to see. Some pretty powerful factions on the field today. Let's get right into some of the army comps here right now. We have Kush here, who is being commanded by Maximus. Maximus has brought with him 7 units of his Kushite slave infantry. He's got a general here, which is his royal guard. He has brought a African ballista with him. He's got 3 units of Shotel warriors here to swing over onto the remaining parts of his forces. He's got the other 4 units of his armored Shotel warriors here and his 4 units of Royal Kushite archers. Shoot over to Suebi. Suebi is being commanded by Ascent. Ascent has brought with him 4 units of his swordmasters, one of them being his general. He also has 4 units of berserkers in his rear line. A couple of units of the Wodenaz spears, 3 units of Wodenaz spears, unit of the German ballista, 4 units of the longbow hunters, and he also has brought with him a couple of the units. He's got a unit of night hunters here as well, and I believe he's got 2 units of cavalry. He's got 1 unit here of night riders. I believe that's all. I thought he had another unit of riders here. Okay, well that will round out the Suebi forces here. We have now Pontus here, who's being commanded by Deviantic D, who is the guy who sent the replay in. So Deviantic D, thank you very much for the replay. He has brought with him 4 units of the mercenary Celtic warriors, 8 units of Pontic swords, one of them being his general. He's got 4 units of eastern archers, 2 units of bronze pikes, and 1 ballista back here also. And to shoot all the way over onto the other side here, we have Athens by themselves. Athens is being commanded by Poopy Man. He has brought with him 5 units of thorax swords, 2 units of Thracian warriors, 2 units of militia hoplites, 2 units of mercenary hoplites. He's got 2 units of pikes, 1 unit of picked hoplites, 3 units of Cretan archers, 1 regular archer, 2 units of Hippeus cavalry, one of them being his general back over here, and his artillery is none. He did not bring an artillery. I thought he did. And like I said, the 3 defenders in here, we have Tylus being commanded by Bandit, Solo Wing Pixie commanding as the Lusitani, and Bay is the commander of Seleucids. So let's get this one going. It's a little over 38 minutes long. Kush is starting to push up his towers. I'm assuming that everybody's going to start pushing up their towers. Actually, we have a couple towers up here closer to the front line. Still not sure exactly how that happens. Kush is being fired upon. Let's see, he lost 5 men from his general unit right there. Good shot there. Ooh. Okay, so some camel spearmen have just shown up, and some more. This is a sally out. Okay, we have a sally out. We have some Scutari cavalry coming out, 2 units of those. We have a unit of camel spearmen making their way around onto the right flank of Kush. Another unit of camel spearmen have shown up over here, so it's pretty decent. 4 units of cavalry coming out as for a sally out. Let's see what kind of damage they're going to be able to do. Scutari cavalry charging right into some of the slave infantry here. Everybody has dropped off of their towers, which is fantastic. And the unfortunate for the Scutari cavalry over here, they have now found the archer bed for Kush and all of the rest of the armored Shotel warriors here for Kush. This unit of Scutari cavalry taking some massive damage, down to 37 men already. This unit of camel spearmen has lost 12, 15 now. Suebi is sending over a unit of his noble riders to give a hand to Kush. Let's see what's going on over here. This unit of camel spearmen is now being chased down by a couple of units of the Kushite slave infantry. There is also the Kushite Royal Guard General over here. This unit is still surviving pretty well. They have 73 out of their 80 men original. Kushite Royal Guard General is now pulling out of combat. He has lost 16 men already so far in this battle, so pretty severe losses already for this early on into the battle. Do have the camel spearmen now making their way back over. Let's see where they're going to go. Actually, we have a charge coming in by the Scutari cavalry onto this lone unit of Kushite slave infantry. Big charge in there. Camels now making their way in as well. I guess all three of these units are just going to converge into one unit of the slave infantry. One of the Scutari cavalry is pulling away. The other unit of the camel spearmen seems to have been routed off of the battlefield. So I would say that this sally out has been pretty much taken care of. Like I said, Swaby did send over his unit of noble riders over here to aid in the defense, and now these units of cavalry are locked into combat. They will not be able to get out. Oh, maybe they're okay. They're going to pull out a little bit. What was that? Scutari cavalry broke that unit of Scutari cavalry. No, two of the Scutari cavalry units are going to make it back inside the settlement. At least one of them did. The other unit of camel spearmen have broken. They are routing off of the battlefield. There's still 27 men left in that unit, so not really the greatest of sally outs. Actually, it did do a little bit of a good thing here. A lot of these units are blobbed up right here, so Solar Wing Pixie will be able to get some good shots off. He was able to get some really good shots off with his ballista. The Kushite slave infantry have lost some of their numbers. They did end up breaking one. Oh no, the unit came back. So there's 38 left in that unit. So sally out seems to be taken care of. The unit of the Seleucid camel riders there were able to get out of combat. Ballista fire still going on. Let's go check out, see what's going on the other sides. Swaby and Pontus are pushing up on this wall, and I'm not seeing any sort of a resistance here from any of the defenders. Let's shoot on over here. Athens has pushed all of his towers up. He is now getting his ram up towards the gate as well. Pretty low numbers here again on the defense side. I have a couple of units of thorax swordsmen here, a few units of the Syrian archers. We do have eyes on the Tylus general, a couple of units of Tylus over here, a couple of units of the tribal warriors up this hill. So, yeah, standard attacks so far. Kush is now starting to... he's got one tower up close to the walls. They should be dropping off soon. This unit is pretty depleted. They're already down 57 men. Here is the unit of the camel spearmen here, though, for Seleucid. Let's see what he ends up trying to do. I don't know exactly. I mean, he does have the ability to charge right in, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get to these longbow hunters before they start firing at him. Let's take a look. Oh, wow. That was a that was a big volley. Yeah, they're going to start breaking. Night Hunters starting to make their way out of the woods, getting some Pilafales off onto the camel spearmen, and that unit has broken. So, okay, a lot more of Lusitani has shown up now. He's got some veteran shield warriors here. He's got 4 units of slingers up here on the walls. He's got another unit, a Lusitani noble unit back over here. Big converge here on the one unit of slave infantry. Lusitani has brought over his 2 units of the Scutari cavalry, 1 unit of veteran shield warriors. This unit of slave infantry will more than likely not live long at all. Back over on this front here, this is a little confusing. I don't know, maybe the defenders didn't have time to really move their units out. I mean, I am seeing a large grouping over here, but they do look like they have been spread out. They're not in the normal clumped up, lines. So I'm gonna guess that nobody hit start early. I guess they just, with the extra advantage of the attackers having an extra army, I guess maybe they didn't want to push too many units out of the town center, which is a bit of a gamble because they did just lose towers, gates. They're losing a second tower over here, so that's a big risk for the defenders. But like I said, I can understand why they wouldn't have really pushed out onto this side to defend. Actually, what is this? Oh, that's pretty interesting. Look at that. They made themselves a little choke point here, though. So the attackers have to come up this way. They have to come straight up. They can't sneak units through here unless they take the time to break down the barricades. That's pretty interesting. I've never seen that before. Very interesting defense there. Okay, so we do have some Scutari cavalry back outside of the gate here again. 1 unit charging into some more of the slave infantry, actually taking on 2 units of the slave infantry. Swaby's noble riders have come back over again and are now starting to rout this unit of Scutari cavalry here. Second unit of Scutari cavalry is coming off of away from these Kushite slave infantry, making a beeline. Ooh, he might be able to take out this onager crew. That would be a ballista crew, I should say. Let's see, there's 14 men left in this unit. Are these slave infantry going to get their... Yes, they did get some Javies off. They killed 2 of them on that. Pretty okay charge in. So far, the ballista crew has lost 1 man, but I do see the Kush general heading his way over here as well, so I don't think that this Scutari unit will last very much longer. Also, the Noble Riders are making their way over here to help out. So that Scutari cavalry will be gone off of the battlefield. Taking out a couple of the African ballista crew, though. They're down to 25 men, so not terrible. Not that. I mean, it definitely did a good thing. They took down a lot of the ballista crew there. Let's swing over here back to the front. Pontus has a complete command of this front. Now he's starting to move up the rest of his army. He's got some of his bronze shield pikemen back here. He's moving his general up, all of his archers, and various other swordsmen making their way up towards the settlement. Let's take a look and see how Athens is doing over here. Athens is doing alright. He's starting to neutralize the tower here. He has pushed up his 4 units of archers. They are getting some good volleys in onto some of these silver shield swordsmen here. Thorax swordsmen. Another unit of thorax swordsmen here. 2 units of thorax swordsmen just waiting for their chance to come in to attack. I don't know if he... yes, because there's only 1 man left so far, I'm guessing that they did neutralize the gate before he pushed the units through here from the battering ram. He also has 2 more units here. Militia hoplites, 2 units of militia hoplites. Actually, they took a lot of damage, so I don't know. Maybe he did push through and neutralize the tower that way, and then brought in the healthier unit behind them. But this seems like it's going to be a very difficult attack here for Athens, for Poopy Man, I should say. He's got Seleucids and Tylus over here, so that's going to be really rough. There's a lot of archers. 1, 2, 3 units of archers, 4 units of archers over here, and I believe all of the rest of these melee infantry units here for Tylus and Seleucid, they all have Pila capabilities as well. The 1 unit that had pushed up over here on the side have been taken out. Let's shoot on over, see what's going on with Kush. Kush has made a big push, actually. He's brought all of his, he's bringing all of his armored Shotel warriors out. Still got all of his archers back over here hidden, though, so that's okay. Unit of the Noble Riders are nearby, and the general is keeping an eye on the African ballista. Gate is starting to be... it's wanting to be... They want to start capturing it. I keep seeing the arrow going up and going down a little bit, so okay. They should start being able to neutralize the gate though soon, because they do have units inside the circle. So this flag should start dropping. I don't know why it's not dropping yet. There is a unit in there. Technically, yeah, there is a unit in. No, that's Veteran Shield Warriors. So no, they do not have anybody inside the circle. I thought they did. We have a unit of the Swordmasters over here being pushed up by Swaby, taking on a unit of Lusitana Nobles and Shield Warriors here. Unit of the Balearic Slingers for Lusitana getting some fantastic rear fire in onto this unit of Swordmasters. Unit of Swordmasters already down to 80 men. Pontus is continuing to move his units around. He's, again, like I said, has commanding presence in this front. Swaby is now moving up all of his units. I believe he has dropped off all of his towers, so he's going to start pushing his men up through this 1 gate, maybe using some of the towers to get men up onto the walls, or inside the settlement, I should say. Athens over here still having a difficult time. Very difficult time. He's using his archers, firing down onto the Syrian heavy archers. Heavy archers are getting some return fire into some of the Thracian warriors here. Archer unit taking a couple of losses. Another tower being pushed up with a unit of Thorax swordsmen up here. We do have some Silver Shield swordsmen here defending, just waiting. They are controlling this tower still. Another unit of Thorax swordsmen coming off of this tower. Let's get in here, just take a look at some of this combat. Go down the line here, see how well everything is doing. Athens still does have this gate neutralized, which is good. He will not be getting any damage from these 2 towers here, so that is always a good thing. But archer fire is just still going back and forth here between the Seleucids and Athens here. Athens has 3 of his units of archers here. I do not see his 4th unit. He did have 4 units of archers, so I do not see mercenary Cretan, mercenary Cretan, mercenary Cretan. Do not see the normal unit of archers anywhere. Unit of Thracian warriors here are starting to break in the center of his attacking line against some thorax swordsmen. Thorax swordsmen here not doing too well either. Mercenary Thracian warriors getting a decent side charge in onto some of these silver shield swordsmen. Thorax swordsman here taking on another unit of silver shield swordsmen. Yeah, this is not looking very good as far as an attack for Athens. And like I said, this is difficult. I mean, he's taking on 2 different armies right now, so it's gonna be kind of hard for him to do. Big volleys now coming out from the Syrian archers again into the Athens Cretan archers here. Tylus has made a big, actually, wow, Lusitani and Tylus have made a big push out over on this side, pushing back a little bit onto Pontus. Pontus is making a attempt at attacking up over here, taking on 2 units of tribal warriors here for Tylus, with 1 unit of Celtic warriors, but he does have his eastern archers here getting some really good flanking shots in on these tribal warriors, so pretty good. Maybe he should have used a stronger unit, maybe, to attack here, so they'd be able to hold a little bit better, throw in a stronger unit first, and then throw the Celtic warriors in behind, because I'm pretty sure they are basically like naked warriors. They have, oh no, they don't. They don't have any special abilities. I thought they did. Okay. Let's see what's going on over here. Pontus is forming up some still over here. Suebi is getting the rest of his army inside. Pontus still has a few units outside. Let's get back over to Athens. Athens is now pulling away, which I don't blame him at all. He's pulling back the units that are still strong or have not seen combat really at all. Maybe bringing back some of his archers. How many archers does he have? He still has 3 units of his archers left, so that's pretty good. But it does look like he's going to pull back from this attack, which, again, makes complete sense to me. I would agree. I would do the same exact thing. I don't think there's anybody who would just throw themselves away completely against all of these forces here. So, Poopy Man, good on you. It sucks. I mean, you tried your best to get in through here, but there's 2 armies there. There's really nothing you can do about that. So he does have a decent amount of troops to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 units left out of his army. So he'll be able to pull them. I'm guessing he's going to come around through the woods here and come and meet up with Suebi and Pontus over here. Let's get over here, check out, see how Kush is doing. Does have a unit of Shotel warriors up here. They are capturing this tower, but I don't think they're going to live very much longer. They're starting to rout already. Lusitani has some veteran shield warriors coming back, pulling back up the hill over here. Kush's attack is not really going fantastically well. We do have the Lusitani general here. 2 units of armored Shotel warriors are surrounded by some more veteran shield warriors, a couple more units of tribal warriors, another unit of veteran shield warriors here, now starting to pull back as they will more than likely not be needed here, as it is 4 against 2 here. Unit of armored Shotel warriors that were over there are now breaking. Veteran shield warriors, though, are starting to nope, their morale went back up, so they should be fine. Some Tylus archers now coming out of the town center. We do see some Wodenez spears here for Suebi, making a push in onto some of these Lusitani nobles. Lusitani nobles are down 120 men. This unit has lost about 45 men. Unit of the tribal warriors here have now been surrounded by some of the Wodenez spears. The other 2 Wodenez spears are continuing forward with their progress. Ooh, Pontus making a big charge. He's going right up this hill. He doesn't care. He's just going to go straight up this hill. It's uncontested, so I don't blame him at all. He's going to just charge right up into this hill with a couple of units of Pontic swordsmen. What else does he have? Another unit of Pontic swordsmen coming straight up here. 3 units coming right up into the town center. Actually, he's got another unit in here behind the defensive town center here. He's got a unit of his Pontic swordsmen getting a rear charge in onto some of the tribal warriors. Night Hunters here taking on another unit of tribal warriors. Unfortunately, though, for the Pontic swords, I think this unit of the archers are going to come over here. Let's see where they're going to go. Actually, they're getting really close to combat. I don't know why they're pulling up so far. Okay, he's starting to move them around again a little bit. And with Athens pulling away from this side, that is going to free up all of these troops. Maybe they left 1 or 2 units over here just to make sure. But that's going to free up all of the Seleucid and Tylis units that were over here. They are just immediately funneling right back into the town center, which again, I don't blame them. Pontus is making a pretty big charge up in here through the center. He's up this road, I should say, into the town center. We have some of the Celtic skirmishers starting to pull back. Now some of the Syrian heavy archers are going to get some fire in. Where are they firing exactly? They are firing in... Oh, they're firing into the backs of this unit of Pontic swordsmen. Another unit of Pontic swordsmen has come up this road here. So Pontus is doing some... moving some units around. He's making some pretty good progress. He's already up into the town center. I mean, there's a lot of the defenders' armies up here, but they are making some really good progress. Getting some shots now into some of the Royal Peltas. Let's get over here, see how Kush is doing. Kush is not doing well. What does Kush still have left? He's got his 4 units of archers over here. That was quick. That was very fast. We did see the armored Chotel warriors up in here. I guess they were ended up to be routed by the tribal warriors. Do have the 2 units of wooden as spears over here taking on veteran shield warriors and the Lusitani noble general, which has already lost almost 80 men. So that could be a little worrisome for Lusitani. His general has already taken some serious losses. We did have a unit of the veteran shield warriors here break. Wooden as spears taking on a unit of the tribal warriors. I wonder if he's going to just, he should be able to beat this unit, so I wonder if he's going to just push over here and take this gate. Maybe give the ballista and the royal guard and noble riders here the ability to come in through this gate as well. Starting to see a Wodenaz unit here break though for Swaby. Yeah, I'm really interested. This is becoming. This is going fast. I kind of got of a loss of words there for a second, but Pontus, I was very surprised that Pontus was able to just walk right in to the town center here. His Pontic swords are doing pretty well. Unit of the veteran shield warriors coming over here from Lusitani, 3 units. Oh, these are Osworn. 3 units of Osworn here taking on some Pontic swordsmen. I wouldn't say it would be a bad idea maybe for, Swaby to start getting some units up in there. All of their archers are sitting right here, so that's... Good thing the defenders don't have any artillery. Mobile artillery, I should say, because this would be a bad day right here. All of these archers, I would be shooting at all of these archers. I don't think anybody else would not be shooting down on those archers if they had artillery. So Athens has made it around onto this side with his 10 units that were still survived from that initial attack. Tylis does have a couple of units of tribal warriors over here. Tower is getting some good shots in on them, so this unit is starting to lose some men. Let's check back out over here. So this unit of wooden spears was victorious, but they are just getting picked down by the archer towers over here. So I'm guessing that unit's probably going to break. Wooden spears here, unfortunately, will not be able to get through the Lusitani general and veteran shield warriors here. Lusitani general now down to 45 men. Wooden spears over here are breaking from the tower fire. Good move here by Tylis, getting a unit of his tribal warriors down, getting a big rear charge into this unit of Pontic swordsmen. This unit of Pontic swordsmen, they were already exhausted. 109 men shaken, attacked in the rear, and exhausted. That is not a good sign at all for these couple of units here. Ooh, but the east, is that the, this is the longbow hunters. Longbow hunters getting some good shots in onto the rear of that tribal unit. We do have a couple of units of berserkers making their way, Swordmaster General for Swaby making their way over here as well. What was that? Pontus has moved his artillery up the hill into the town center and is getting some shots off. Where is he shooting? Oh, that's not good. Ballista is now on fire. They have lost 2 ballistas so far. The crew is immediately pulling off of the artillery here, trying to run for their lives. What do we have here? 2 units of the Bronze Shield Pikemen over here. I guess they're getting ready to move up. Ooh, Tylis almost got to those archers. Thankfully, Swaby and Pontus were paying attention back here, because that could have been really bad. These 2 units of the tribal warriors could have done a good amount of damage to the Pontus and Swaby archers that were just grouped up right here. So good move there by Pontus and Swaby. Well done. They defended their archers rather well. And we do have 2 of the units of the longbow hunters over here getting some fantastic rear shots, flanking fire in onto the tribal warriors here. They are losing some men here on this unit, down to 124 men. This unit is down to 46 as they are taking on 2 units of berserkers. That's rough. Those are some crazy units. Back up into the town center. Tylus and Lusitani seem to be handling this flank, this road pretty well. Unit of swordmasters at 140 men. Let's see though. It says that the Lusitani is losing decisively. Combat even for the tribal warriors. Swordmasters' unit is winning. So we do have Tylus has his mercenary Thracian Peltas back here with his general. Lusitani general has pushed up over here as well. Veteran shield warriors and the Lusitani general now turning to run away as Swaby had brought over his general and the 2 units of berserkers over here. So the Lusitani noble general down to 32 men. This unit of veteran shield warriors is wavering. They may end up breaking. I don't know. We do still have the unit of the noble riders out over there. The Swaby ballista crew is back over here. I'm guessing they're out of ammunition. And we still have the ballista for Kush moving their way over, along with the Kush Royal General. Center here is being taken care of by the Pontic General with the 2 units of berserkers. They took out 1 of the units of tribal warriors. Now going to be finishing off the 2nd unit of tribal warriors. A lot of archers here for Kush and for Swaby here. So they should be able to get some really good volleys in onto these defenders. Actually, Pontus has brought his ballista crew back up onto the ballista, getting some good fire in. He's firing down onto some of the Syrian heavy archers. But unfortunately, that sucks. His final ballista was caught on fire here by the flame arrows from all of the defending archers that are in here. Bronze Shield pikemen were pushed up onto the gate. They are now pulling back, getting absolutely rained down upon with some more fire arrows. Hopefully the defenders change over to regular arrows again, start maybe getting some really good kills down onto these pikemen as they're running away. 4 units of the Kushite archers getting some fire off. 2 units of Swaby longbow hunters over there. Athens is actually trying to make his push back up onto this side again. He's got a unit of his Epeius Lancers out here, taking some fire from the Scorpion Tower here on this gate, but this is still a solid 80 of 80 man unit of Epeius Lancers. Oh, and look what they have their eye on here. All of Thracia's Peltas are right here. Is he going to be able to get in? I see the general there. What's going to happen here? Big charge into this first unit. They are down. Wow, they lost 31 men on that one charge. Epeius Lancers trying to get through. One man lost on that. This unit of Peltas is losing numbers quickly. They are able to get them out of there. General is starting to pull over. It's an oath-sworn general. Lusitani is now seeing this as well, so they're going to start coming back over here. Athens, like I said, Athens is going to try. He's going to come around over here. Maybe he's coming over here again for obviously another avenue of attack. But by coming over here with his army, the defenders are going to have to pull more of their men out of the town center here, which will make the attack for Pontus and Swaby easier as far as their push in through the hills on either side to try and get into the town center. So I don't know how successful this is going to be, but still good move over here by Poopy Man. If this was his intent, good move over here because he's going to free up a lot. Look at all the units that came out of the town center here to take on a couple of units of hoplites, unit of cavalry. So well done there by Poopy Man. If that was his intent, which I'm going to assume that probably was, just to free up some more units, or pull out some units of the defenders, I should say, because now there's some infantry, but they're all the way back here. And there's a lot of army here still left. Swaby still has a decent amount of forces. Pontus still has a decent amount of forces. He still has both units of his pikemen here. Unit of Syrian heavy archers are being fired down upon. Actually, no, there's a unit of Eastern Archers in here firing them. I don't see their flag, though. Oh, I guess maybe... Is that it? 99. No, that's 120. 99. Okay, so their flag is here. I guess just these guys haven't made it through. We are getting some flame fire coming in from the longbow hunters of Swaby, taking out this unit of heavy Syrian archers. What is this? Unit of Balearic slingers. It says 31 out of 120. There's 8 over here. I don't understand. Okay. I don't know where that unit is. Oh, Lusitani General. He has down to 15 men now. He is wavering. We have a unit of these shield warriors that are coming back from losing combat over here at this tower. Pontus Flag is in the center here, wavering. He's taking on a unit of Silver Shield swordsmen, so yeah, that unit was not going to live for very long. Swordmasters over here, unit of the Syrian heavy archers making their way over towards them. This Swordmaster unit general should be able to just destroy those Syrian archers. So yeah, they know the defenders, because of Poopy Man's push around over here. Look at all of the units that have come out of this town center to take on this very depleted small force here from Athens. Well done, Poopy Man. I mean, you are being a gigantic distraction right now. The defenders do still have a couple of, they have Oathsworn still in here, Thorax Swordsman, Royal Peltas General, Thorax Swordsman there, Silver Shield Swordsman, and a Tribal Warriors. But, I mean, if this was, like I said, if this was Poopy Man's intent, he definitely did it. He is helping out his allies immensely. Now we have the Athens pikemen starting to move down the hill. We have 2 units of the Silver Shield pikemen here for Seleucid. A little bit of a poke fest about to start taking place here. This tower has now been neutralized. Fantastic. That was actually very good. Oh, Seleucid actually starting to take their tower back. Yeah, get this unit. Yes. Hey, I was just about to say that. It's like he heard me. Mercenary veteran hoplites coming over here to make sure that this tower stays neutralized. We have the Porcupine battle going on here. Some Levy Freeman backing up a unit of the Thorax pikemen here. Seems that this attack is pretty much going to be halted up, but it still did bring out a lot of units, even more units actually. These 3 units of Veteran Shield Warriors were heading back into the town center, and they're coming back out with another unit of Veteran Shield Warriors. So, Poopy Man, again, if this was your intent, good on you, dude. You did a fantastic job. Look at this host that have come out to greet you with such a small amount of troops. Let's get back into the town center here, see what's going on. We have the Bronze Shield pikemen here moved up. Unit of Eastern Archers up here as well. Eastern Archers look like they're going to start pulling back. The Kush Ballista is now getting some fire off. Let's see what they are firing into here. I think this is just AI fire. The General is being fired at. They only have lost 1 man so far. I'm not sure if he is exactly shooting at the General, or if maybe he's just got the AI firing. Some Archer fire now coming in from Eastern Archers, Longbow Hunters here. So, getting some good shots in onto these Thorax Swordsmen. Do have a unit of the Balearic Slingers that did break. They are going to be running for their lives. Wonder if that's that unit over here. 28 of 120. No, it's still here. Rome 2 and its glitches, because here's the remaining parts of this unit. There's the other 22 guys from this Slingers unit. There was the 6 or 8 guys over here. I don't understand sometimes. I've been noticing that, though, in the last couple of games of Rome 2 that I've been playing, where a flag will get stuck on a gate or something and you won't know where they were. Yeah. Lusitani and Tylus over here are taking on a couple of units of the Picked Hoplites. Looks like they did try and come around this side on the wall to get into the Peltas here. Maybe they were a little bit successful. Some of these units have lost a couple of guys. This Thracian unit is down to 39. 105 and 105 here, but they were again able to wrap this up over here. We have some of the Balearic Slingers here for Lusitani getting some really good shots in onto these pikemen. Pikemen are starting to take some losses. Actually, they're trying to run away. They got their pikes away, so hopefully they'll be able to get away. Unit of Cretan Archers now coming down the hill. I'm guessing that's just going to be a sacrifice, just to keep the pikes at bay. maybe some of these archers will get some fire from the Balearic slingers as well as the pikes are trying to run back. Another humongous push. Here we go. Big push here. We got a unit of Bronze Shield pikemen up here taking on the unit of Thorax swordsmen and another unit of Thorax swordsmen, some Eastern archers up here, and a unit of berserkers. Actually, all of the berserkers are up here now, and they have just activated their ability here, Headhunt. This is going to be nasty. The other unit of Bronze Shield pikemen are now forming up behind the berserkers here, getting ready to put their pikes down. They're going to start pushing in, maybe. Bronze Shield pikemen here pulling back a little bit, maybe just reforming their lines, because the slingers and peltasts for Tylus will be able to start making their way back in. This unit of mercenary Cretan archers, only 10 men left. So Athens is making his way back down around the hill over here. Still has his Eastern Ballista crew over here, so there's another 40 guys that they can use. We have the Pontic Swordsman General here. We have the Swordmaster General for Swaby there. Tylus General here. Where are other generals? We did see, yeah, here's the Athens General, so he's still alive, and the Kush General. So all of the attackers still have their generals. We have the Oathsworn General here for Tylus. We do have the Royal Peltast General here for Seleucid. I'm pretty sure that the Lusitani General was routed off the battlefield last time we saw him. He was wavering with only 14 or 15 men left in that unit, so the attackers definitely have an advantage right now. The balance of power is only a little bit over. Actually, it's pretty much still dead even. Might be a little bit in the attacker's favor. A little less than 5 minutes left in the battle here. I just want to throw this in here real quick. If you guys are enjoying the content on the channel, please make sure to continue like and comment on the videos, and feel free to subscribe to the channel also. We are now at 107 subscribers, I should say, not followers, subscribers. Where was that? Where did that ballista shot come from? Is that still Kush over here? Oh, look at this. Kush has moved his ballista up into the center also, ripping shots through onto the Royal Peltast General. This unit of tribal warriors starting to break. Veteran shield warriors over here starting to break. Starting to turn his ballistas here. Ooh, big shot into that unit of Thorax. Another one. Huge shots into these Oathsworn Thorax swordsmen. Well, wow. These attackers are, they're showing their stuff. They're just pushing everything. They're going in deep. They're going in fast. Like, I mean, Pontus had that free run. Look at all of these bodies. Sorry, I'm kind of just going all over the place here right now, but look at all of these bodies just strewn about. We have a unit of the longbow hunters over here getting some shots into something over here. I'm not exactly sure where they're firing. Ballista crew here is still on the ballista. I'm guessing they still have ammunition. Silver Shield pikemen breaking here. Lusitani Shield veterans breaking here. We have a unit of the mercenary Thracian Peltasts making their way up to the front line behind a unit of Oathsworn here for Tylus. Other two units of the Thracian Peltasts. I don't know if they still have ammo or not. It looks like they do still have their javelins here. Ooh, that was close. That was such a close shot there onto that Oathsworn General there for Tylus. The town center has now been neutralized completely. Athens did pull the remaining men from his army down and around. We have the noble riders that were all the way over there. They have pulled around to this gate. Let's see what the Kushite Royal Guard General is going to do. He looks like he's making a line straight up into the town center as well. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. We do see a ton of pikes starting to move around over here. Bronze Shield pikemen, this unit was starting to waver. They have come back though. Unit of the Peltast charging in. Let's see what the Kushite General is going to do. He's going to try. Ooh, there is a large gap there. Let's see. Is he going to be able to pull through around over here? No. That's rough. If he had lined up, thinned his, like, just pulled his unit over here, thinned him up real quick, he would have been able to come right through here. But he still is able to pull through this unit. This is the Oathsworn General. He's going to, the Kushite General is going to pull through, come around, and let's see what he's going to be able to try and do. Gets a charge in onto this unit of Silver Shield pikemen. They took a, they lost about 6 men on that charge, but here comes 2 units of the Levy Freeman in, now trapping the Kushite Royal Guard General, and he is losing men quickly. Very quickly. Kushite General is breaking. That he will be gone off of the battlefield. Yeah, there he goes. He's gone. Swabian General over here still with some more Berserkers. We have a unit of the Kushite Royal Archers up on the front line. So 4 units, the 3 units of Berserkers are over here. Swordmaster General over here. Got a little over a minute left in this battle. I mean, I think the attackers are going to hold it. I think the attackers are going to get this, as this is all that seems to be left for the defending factions here. They have a couple of units of spears, a couple of units of swords. 1 general here. Where is the Seleucid General?
Kill!
I don't see... Okay, I must have missed that when I was, I guess, following another unit somewhere. I guess I missed the Seleucid General break. German Ballista Crew here is breaking. Here is the unit of Noble Riders. They have made their presence known. They came in with a charge in onto some of these Levy Freemen here. Yeah, it's this is what the defenders have left here. 22 seconds left in the battle. I'm going to guess army loss penalties, generals being killed and everything. So that's going to wrap this battle up here, guys. Well done by Pontus. Actually, well done by Pontus and well done by Athens. Pontus just absolutely spearheading his way up into the town center here. Athens, Poopy Man again, you lost your attack on this side. You pulled your units all the way back around over here. But that was a hell of a move for your team to bring the remaining men from your army up over this hill, and just the amount of units that flooded back out of the town center to take on you guys. I mean, I guess the defenders moved all of those units out to just quickly try and get rid of you, but while they were doing that, Pontus and Swaby were just throwing more units up into here. Just again, look at the bodies. There's bodies all over the place. Some men still alive here, but there's bodies everywhere. I love it. All right, let's get into some of the post-battle army comps. We'll get into some of the kills. Start off with Kush here. Kushite General, 31 kills. The Kushite African Ballista, 169, getting into his archers. 158, 132, 115, 112. Armored Shoto Warriors, 115, 150, 108, 136, 107, 72, and 135. And his Kushite Slave Infantry, 5, 7, 21, 23, 22, 22, and 7. Ascent, who was playing as Swaby here. His General, 124 kills. His German Ballista with only 15. Noble Riders, 112 kills. Longbow Hunters, 14, 38, 101, and 96. Getting into his Berserkers now, 198, 91, 107, and 76. Other 3 units of Swordmasters, 22, 215. Good job there. 51, 79 here with the Night Hunters. Wodenaz Spears, 54, 88, and 48. Deviantic D again, dude. Sent in the replay. Thanks a lot. His Pontic Swordsman General, 89 kills. His Eastern Ballista, 167. His Archers, 165, 117, 135, 136. Pikemen here, 225. Good job there with that unit. 144 with this unit. Mercenary Celtic Warriors, 70, 120, 47, and 18. Getting into his Pontic Swordsman, 60, 66, 108, 55, 37, 94, 45, and 108. So good push. This was the guy, I mean, he pushed the town center there. So his numbers not being absolutely fantastic, he was the tip of the spearhead, if you will. And Poopy Man with that excellent move at the end there. Again, I can't say it again. That wrap around there, pulling all of the units from the defenders back out from the town center. Poopy Man here with his general with 0 kills. Hippias Lancers, 62. Getting into his archers, 24. His mercenary Cretan archers, 116, 78, and 159. Mercenary Thracian warriors, 78 and 29. Mercenary veteran hoplites, 59 and 38. Militia hoplites, 5 and 1. Picked hoplites, 74. Pikemen, 42 and 73. And his thorax swordsman, 29, 58, 20, 156, and 24. So that will round out the attacking forces. Let's get into the defenders. Seleucid being commanded by Bay here. His general, 72 kills. His 2 units of Camel Spearmen, 39 and 5. His archers, 22, 97, 128, and 198. So good use. This unit did really well. His Royal Peltas, 167. The Silver Shield Pikemen here, 189. Silver Shield Swordsman, 265 and 258. So 2 solid units there. Thorax Pikemen here, 82. Thorax Swordsman, 115, 235, 185, 58, 83, and 20. Solo Wing Pixie here with Lusitani. His general 191 kills. His cavalry with 11 and 95. Balearic Slingers 29, 112, 54, and 148. Lusitani Nobles 125. Veteran Shield Warriors 81, 103, 120, 124, 122, 84, 128, 120, 95, 112, 84, and 184. So a lot of Veteran Shield Warriors here for Lusitani. I guess there may be a cheaper unit. I don't really know. I have not played. I've maybe used Lusitani once or twice. So I guess this is a cheaper unit. Maybe it's a solid unit, but they might not be that expensive because he does have 12 of them. And then to final off, we have Bandit here, who was commanding Tylus. His general, 113 kills. His other units of Oathsworn, 133, 212, 225. So well done by his Oathsworn here. Celtic Skirmishers, 21. Thracian Peltas, 90, 107, and 63. His Levy Freeman, 43 and 50. Getting into the remaining parts of his army is his Tribal Warriors, 74, 175, 211, 196, 42, 33, 159, 20, and 10. Fun battle. It was, I mean, that push there by Pontus, I'm sorry, was just, that was crazy. He brought his ballista up into the town center. I think, yeah, Kush had brought his ballista up into the town center as well. Poopy Man again with that fantastic diversion, if you would. I mean, if that's what your plan was, dude, you definitely succeeded with the amount of troops that came out of that town center. So, all right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed the content for today. Again, I'm just going to throw this in there. I am part of the Backseat Generals. It is myself, Gore Milnir, and Lord Ellington Total War. Lord Ellington Total War, or Ellington Total War, I should say. I will make sure to put their descriptions for the links for their YouTube channel down in the description below. There we go. And I will talk to you guys soon.